Yeah, very aggressive on both sides, but kind of more of a controlled madness, if you will. Both the teams not making many mistakes, just the win condition of Immortals was used more effectively because the win condition for Complexity was so much harder to build pushes behind. Immortals did a great job of splitting the attention of Colton and RazzeR, and then in turn using their Inferno Towers to stop those lava pushes.
We have to expect that Immortals was prepared to go against lava with how often Colton and RazzeR run it. On the back end, you have to expect that Colton and RazzeR were believing Graveyard would come out at some point because of how often Immortals have gone to that well.
Yeah, and you saw they had the Poison, they had the Dark Prince, they had Logs, they had so many options, but that rotating Graveyard can be so tough to keep up with.
So much slower this time out, and it's Royal Giant, Giant Skeleton for Complexity.
That Ice Wizard staying alive is not ideal for Immortals.
First minute down, a little bit of damage done for Complexity. Baby Dragon gets picked up by the Mega Minion.
Nice job playing the Mega Minion there in the Rage.
Immortals playing very, very slow in this second game of 2v2.
And it's working out well for them because any overcommit early on with these aggressive Royal Giant pushes from Complexity could really leave you hamstrung throughout the rest of the game.
Such a different pace from game number one, though, Andrew. They were coming out firing game one, dropping graveyards like they had too many to spare, and this time holding back a little bit more, playing more slowly, a little more calculated.
Yeah, and looking at the cards again, you know, if you just looked at RF's hand, you might think he's running a Golem deck, but obviously we're in 2v2 here, so very much not likely. Lava Hound comes down, and a big aggressive push at the river from Complexity.
Immediately comes down and not able to keep that Lumberjack alive very long, so a raged up Royal Giant gets a couple shots on the tower.
Yeah, not a lot of focus on that Royal Giant. You see CRaaaap kind of nodding his head going, all right, yep, you got away with one there. You caught us looking.
Down to 1274, the top right-hand tower of Immortals. They lava again, and another immediate Lumberjack Royal Giant push. Miner comes down to pick up the Lumberjack. And there you go, Graveyard trying to get rid of that Inferno Tower, and it does.
Yeah, you see the Earthquake. Yeah, you see that Lumberjack coming up. The great pickup from the Miner to pull it away from the Inferno. Just excellent use of mechanics by Immortals, but still only 837 HP remaining. They cannot break through, Rich.
Trying to find some way here with this Lava Hound. Royal Giant comes down, making its way towards the tower, does not get a shot off, so Immortals holding fast as we go into double elixir, but they have not barely breathed a lick of damage on the towers of Complexity.
Yeah, and that Royal Giant does not get pulled until the last second, but by then the Inferno Tower is already gone.
Down to 499. Complexity, it's their turn to be aggressive. It worked out so well for Immortals in the first game. Right now for Complexity, doing great. That Giant Skeleton Bomb gonna wipe out any hope of that push getting forward.
And you see here Immortals having a very hard time building a push behind that Lava Hound with the aggression of this Royal Giant. And Colton and RazzeR just been playing in the same lane the whole time. They haven't even switched it up.
Royal Giant does not get a shot, so now, again, you can still see, even though Immortals has a lot on the board, they are so low on Elixir.
It's hard to imagine that they're not getting very close to Spell Cycle range. Now, we don't know what the last card in Colton's hand is, but those logs are adding up. Those Earthquakes are adding up.
And that Giant Skeleton did a great job of stopping all that. Baby Dragon trying to get through. Ice Wiz picks it up. This is raged up. Could be a few big shots, but now Royal Giant down.
Yep. Mega Minion on the tower. Lumberjack straight through. Poison comes down for Colton. Earthquake down for RazzeR, and that is going to do it.
Game number 2 for Complexity. It was Immortals turning on the heat in game number 1.
Game 3 on its way.